Hola, coming to you with another short video on how to change the font size to the header and the subtitles within your image banner section. So it's not going to be for the whole entire site, just the individual image banner sections that you might want to make those fonts just a little bit bigger. So let's jump into the video and let's begin. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and increase the size of the header and this subtitle right here. So this banner is something that I created over in Canva. So if you like to check out that video, I'll list it in the description down below. I also created a video on the image banner tutorial. So if you want to check that out and see how all of the elements that are available for you for customization of this section, I'll list that in the description down below as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is you have to be able to click on the image banner section right here so that when you come all the way down to the bottom, you have available this custom CSS because that's what we need. Okay, so you click on that custom CSS and you'll have this panel will open up for you. Okay, and this is where we're going to customize the text sizes, and this will only affect this section, which is why the CSS is available for each section. So if I come over to the multi section, you'll see each section has their own CSS, right? So you can customize each section as you wish. So let's go back into our image banner and we're going to come to the CSS. And the first one we want to update is the heading. So we want to make that bigger. And as you can see here, it already gives you an example of a code. So we're going to go ahead and keep that example because that's exactly what we want to change is the header number 2, which is this one right here. And then you're going to add the font size. Okay. So we're going to just type in right over what that says. So that is the H2. Okay. And then we're going to enter the curly brackets. We're going to enter, and then you're going to type in font hyphen size. And then you're going to click on colon and then semicolon. Right? And then we're going to come right back into in between those two, and we're going to enter the font size that you wish to use. So we can start off with a 3EM and see what that gives me. Okay, that's great. You can start from there and then you can increase or decrease on the size that you want. I like that 5EM is nice and big. Now the 5EM is equal to 80 pixels. Okay, so that is a nice size there, or we can even try a 4, which will be a 64 pixel. So let's try 64. Oh, I mean a 4, which will be 64. And there we go. All right, so that it's a good size, but I think I'm going to stick with the 5. So that is for your heading. All right. And then the next code we're going to use is for the subtitle, which is this section right here. Now we're going to go ahead and press enter, and we're going to change the font size to the subtitle, which is this section right here. Okay, now this one, it will be a P for paragraph. Then again, the same thing, curly brackets, we're going to enter, then font hyphen size. Okay, then you're going to click on colon, semicolon, and then come back into the center. And I'm going to use a 2EM, which is equivalent to a 32 pixel. And then you'll see it right there. You'll see the change right away. Okay, now you can change this to a 1 is a 16 pixel. So a 1 is might be too small here. So maybe a 3. Okay, I think 2 will look good. It's big enough where you can still see it. Okay, so you can change that font size to however big you want those fonts to look. Now, for some of you, depending on your theme, most of you will have the H2 is going to work for most of your themes. Some of you, the P for this subtitle might not work. So if in case it doesn't work, I'll leave it in the description down below. But for that one, some of you might need a period subtitle and then the same, the font size and the 2EM. Okay, so if the P doesn't work, then use the subtitle, should work for most of you. Okay, if you would like to change the text to the button, then for that one, it would be period and then button, right? Then you're going to click on the curly bracket, same thing. Guess what it is? Font hyphen size, and then colon, semicolon, and then come back into the center. And then you can make that a 1 or 1.5, whatever size you need that to be. The only thing is, the bigger you go, the padding will disappear, and that will be a video for another day. So let me know in the comments below if you like to go ahead and do that. So now let's save the changes that we've made. And now we want to double check our mobile. We always want to check our mobile, and here is why. Because sometimes we make changes and it doesn't come across on mobile the way we want it to do, okay? So let's go ahead and clean this up here for just a moment before I show you an additional code, because I don't need this for this particular Dawn theme. So I'm going to save that. All right, let's move on to our mobile. And then the code that you're going to use for the mobile is this one right here. So it is telling the code that when your media screen is 749, then this is the code that you're going to show to your customers, okay? So let's go ahead and come into the curly brackets, press enter, and what you'll do, we're going to go ahead and copy and paste this code that's right here. All right, and we're going to leave the button alone in this case. We're just going to do the header and the paragraph, right? So now that we've pasted this code, now you come in here and you customize to the size that you want your code to be. So a 3 for the header, let's see what the 3 would look like. The 3 kind of looks nice. And for the paragraph, I'll do a 1.5. Nope, that's going to leave the 1 an orphan. We never want a word hanging by itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and leave that at a 2. And there we have it. So this is the code that you would use for the mobile. And if you want to continue to customize and you want a specific size for the tablet, then you would just copy and paste this code here and then change the 749 to 900. So the 749 and the 900 is the general size for the tablet and for your mobile, okay? And then you're gonna go ahead and save that. And now these would be the sizes for each device based on how your customers use it. If you want to reduce the spacing between the lines right here, so for the mobile, I'm gonna go ahead and in the paragraph, because I think the heading looks good, but in the paragraph is too much spacing here. Just press enter here. And then we're going to add line height, okay, which is this one right here. All right, and let's try a 0.5 EM. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's too much. So let's do a 1. And that brings the line just a little bit closer together there for you. And you could use this code anywhere you want to reduce the spacing between the lines. All right, let's go ahead and save that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a quick one. Give me a thumbs up and I will catch you in the next video.